Hello New Zealand, I'm Philip Duncan, thanks for joining us. Well, we had thunderstorms across the North Island as we kicked off Tuesday morning, and that's ahead of a colder change which is sweeping in nationwide across Wednesday and Thursday. It may not be overly cold for some of you in the north, but it is going to remove some of the humidity and the thunderstorms, and we will have a drier, clearer weekend coming for most, not all, but most regions. Here's the animated wind map, and we're showing you this bigger picture because I want to show you the cyclone in more detail, but more importantly, down in New Zealand, this is the change that's come through. That is where the thunderstorms were, with the northerly that was coming out of the subtropics from near New Caledonia. That's it there. Now it's being replaced by a westerly, and soon a sou'wester coming on in, and that's where we're going to get that temperature drop coming up. Meanwhile, Cyclone Owen up here in the Coral Sea continues to weaken and is likely to fall apart completely over the next few days. But however, that doesn't mean it's finished. There is a good chance that this could re-energize again in a week. It is not going to move from this area. It's going to sit around the Coral Sea as just thunderstorms and showers. But the low pressure system itself, even though it's going to weaken a lot, it may still come back again. So that remains one to watch, even though it's nothing to worry about this week or weekend. Now, rainfall. We've had a lot of rain over the last 7 days. It is not dry in many parts of New Zealand. This is the last 7 days rainfall map, and the areas you see in pale blue, you're talking anywhere between 100 and 175 millimeters in the last 7 days. So you can see the mountains and ranges, that's where a lot of the thunderstorms have been as well, especially down here in Southland, where, by the way, you're now over 200 millimeters in some pockets from just the last 7 days. This is what's coming up over the next couple of days. More heavy rain on the way, and again, some of these totals over here on the west coast and down here around Southland, maybe 50 millimeters, maybe up to 75 millimeters still yet to come through with more heavy rain. In the north, it is starting to ease. You're in the top bracket, 5 to sort of 15 millimeters over the next few days ahead. But by the way, today, Tuesday, we do have some very big downpours coming through, which will make some areas a little wetter than what you just saw there. So plenty more rain on the way. This is lunchtime Wednesday. Look at this cold change sweeping through up the South Island. Now, the coldest air may not really arrive until Thursday, but the southerlies certainly do kick in. Showers move up the east coast as well. And in the North Island, it starts with westerlies, but in Wellington, the southerlies will arrive a bit later on. Moving through to Thursday, you see more of those southerlies moving into the North Island. So a bit of a colder day with that system coming through. Both islands are going to feel anything but December, I think, on Thursday. It's going to be a colder day across the country. Some of you will probably light fires and put your heat pumps back on again. Kind of does happen though in December sometimes. And on Friday, here's your friend, the big high rolling in with settled weather. So Friday, the last of the southerly around the North Island, but in the South Island, the westerlies come back. And by the time we get to Saturday, that high is still trying to push in a bit of a sou'wester. So it may not be the warmest of mornings when you wake up on Saturday. And I'm sorry, again, Southland and Otago, you're both back into the chance of getting rain or showers once more on Saturday. And we end here on Sunday where another cold front comes in. I know people in Southland are saying they can't recall such a wet start to December, and there's more wet weather on the way. But the good news is dry weather in the mix too. But I've ended on this big picture to show you the leftovers of Owen still sitting up there. There is a lot of energy in that little area just there. We've also got low pressure sliding down the east coast and another low south of New Zealand. So we are, once again, I'm repeating this, we are in a chaotic weather pattern. Forget El Nino for now. It's just chaos down in our part of the world, and that's all we're focused on, the chaos around New Zealand and in this corner of Australia. Watch what happens there. We're getting a lot of their weather over here in New Zealand too. That's all from me. Our next update will be on Wednesday.